Hi, good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everybody who's watching us live right now through our Facebook medium. I am Amandeep Singh from Pyramid eServices International Office. I'm joining you live today with another important guest, another important name that we are working with in UK. Today, the day is for United Kingdoms. Today is the day for UK. So, UK is a country which has made the students really excited. It's a time where the students are looking forward for an opportunity to study in UK. UK is providing visas to the students. The processes are comparatively better and streamlined for the students. A lot of clarity is there for the students. And you know before even sharing the name of the university, I'll share you that we ourselves got visas for this university recently, which has boosted our confidence a lot. And not taking more time, I am really honored and privileged to welcome a very important guest, Miss Prerna from University of Greenwich, who's joining us live for this Facebook interview with the viewers, the students, and the parents. Hi, Prerna ji, how are you?
Hi, Amani. Thank you so much for inviting us today. And it's a pleasure to be associated with Pyramid Services for the first time. And we have received a very, very nice response. And it's a pleasure. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking out time to attend the session today. I'm sure it's going to be a very useful and informative session where you can collect as much information as possible for UK and for University of Greenwich.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's going to be a great session. So, just to start off, Prernaji, though University of Greenwich is a renowned name, and students have heard of it. We as an agency are pretty well aware of the university. But for the viewers, if you can give a brief introduction about the university, its history, certain unique selling points of the university and the location as well, that would be great.
Sure. So when we talk about University of Greenwich, it is a very popular university in India. We have been recruiting from India for last around 20, 30 years for a very, very long time. So it has been a fantastic journey in India. The first time when British Council started doing fairs in India, we were one of the first universities from UK to participate in that first British Council fair. So we have that strong connection and history with India. Well, talking about University of Greenwich, it is a very old university. We were established back in 1890 as a polytechnic, and we got the title of university in 1992. Uh, we have a wide range of courses. We have 4 departments with more than 400 courses available at our university in UG and PG level both. We have 3 campuses in UK, 2 in London and 1 in Kent. 2 campuses, that's Greenwich, Avery Hill, and Medway campus. We have huge range of courses starting from business, computing, talking about psychology, arts, liberal arts. We talk about engineering, science, sports, everything is included, and that we offer at our undergraduate and postgraduate level with Greenwich. We are located in London, as I said. We are located in a very nice location. We are in southeast of London, which is in Zone 2, only 20 minutes away from central London, beautifully connected by a river taxi. Within 10 minutes, you can reach central London by river taxi, and by a DLR, it just takes you 20 minutes to reach central London. It's that well located.
Great, great. So absolutely, the way you explain the locations, spot in UK is making us, understand how great of a location that the university is located at. So, you were touching a bit about the program. So I would request if you can just elaborate few programs which are highly popular at the university, and what kind of job opportunities it creates for the universities, for the students from the university as well.
Right. A very good question you have touched up here, Amandi. When you say what kind of job opportunities, I would say obviously any course and every course that we offer has the job opportunities in their own field, but also keeping in mind, this is a very common question, and it should be an obvious question in students' mind that because of COVID, what are the job opportunities available at next step, and which are the kind of industry which actually creates the demand for students. So as I mentioned, we have 400 courses, so you can look at any course. But with the COVID situation, few industry, even after this, has not been impacted is health industry, pharmaceutical industry, digital marketing industry, IT industry. These are, and food industry. These are few industries I would say has not been impacting uh, even this particular COVID situation, rather has created more jobs and more vacancy in the industry with after this COVID hit. So courses like pharmaceutical science, biotechnology, applied food safety, quality management, food innovation. We have courses in IT, that is data science, big data, business intelligence, cyber security. These are the skill shortage areas in UK. Global public health, extremely in demand now, especially from Punjab. We have so many nursing graduates. Now, those nursing students taking global public health gets a huge advantage in working with NHS and a lot of other health organizations which will get themselves more involved. So I think, it's very important for students to keep in mind that if the work is their agenda, they should choose the right kind of course. And a fantastic thing that is there is we offer 10 courses at our university which are offered with industrial practice as well, considering the demand of the course. So the 10 courses that we offer with internships are, we have all our engineering programs with industrial placement courses, that is electrical electronics engineering, electrical power engineering, engineering management, we have mechanical and manufacturing engineering, civil engineering, water waste environmental engineering. Also, we have 3 science programs with industrial practice, that is pharmaceutical science with industrial practice that is offered, applied food safety, quality management, food innovation, and the most popular program of Greenwich, that is MBA International Business, which is a freshers MBA, is with internship. All these courses are offered with industrial practice for the students, that is giving them a great opportunity to explore the competitors, the employers, and to see their own potential, how well they can do in the industry.
Right, right. Thank you. I really appreciate Prernaji the way you have explained the comparison between the programs and the job opportunities, and also the internship programs that you have touched would really help a student to understand what kind of approach they should carry while thinking about education in UK and specifically at University of Greenwich. So programs have been discussed, but something that is another valuable or I would say important aspect for the students while thinking about education in UK is the admissibility criteria, and also the factor of when we talk about the language proficiency, the aspect of without IELTS, if a student can apply or not, what kind of state board the student carries, the academic percentage or the academic background a student should have. So if it would be great if you can talk about the eligibility criteria for the students, that would really help them.
Right. So English proficiency is something which is the most important thing now. Especially, I'm sure a lot of students have been approaching me saying that, ma'am, is IELTS mandatory for the January intake onwards? I like, not exactly, but for few states, yes. So for Punjab and Haryana board students, IELTS is mandatory. However, for any state or any part of India, the students' English proficiency, as in spoken English, has to be good. There are high probabilities that most of the students will be interviewed in the next upcoming intake. So English proficiency is something which will be checked by visa officers very minutely now. All right, even if they are getting a waiver eligibility due to a CBSE board or some other board, but that will not be sufficient for them if they cannot speak English. So please ensure that you guys have enough time right now. Take the required classes if required. Get yourself as proficient as possible to speak English. It's extremely important. Now, talking about the admission requirements, we have very simple admission requirement. Most of our programs are they require a 55% for admission in bachelor's degree. However, for all the industrial practice courses and psychology and law and architecture courses, we require 60% in bachelor's degree. IELTS requirement is 6.0 for most of the master's courses. However, for a design school, architecture and law, we require 6.5 in IELTS. or equivalent with PTE, or we also accept TOEFL. And we have our internal English tests as well, so you can appear for that internal English test that we offer. That's for the time being available with us. Also, the fact of undergraduate level for students who have just passed off their 12th, they can apply with us. They don't have to apply through UCAS. They can directly contact the agent or the counselors and make a direct application to the university without a UCAS process or without a UCAS fee. That's an excellent opportunity. So for undergraduate admission, we require 60% in class 12 for getting admission in any business course, but remaining any other course with science, law, psychology, or any other courses, we require 70% in class 12. In general, apart from Punjab and Haryana board, if you are from any other board, we do look at 70% in 12th English, subject to waive off your IELTS requirement.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for explaining the IELTS aspect, and it's great that you touched about the state board factor as well, because this is something the students, I would say, get confused with, or are honestly speaking misinformed that what is the ideology, or I would say the actual eligibility in regards to the IELTS waiver. So moving ahead, the last question from the standpoint of a student, and the viewers I believe would also want me to ask you, is the fee structure. So as a parent, they definitely want to know that how much are they paying for their child, and would there be any scholarship opportunity for the student depending upon the academic percentage that the student holds.
Right. So for all our undergraduate courses, the tuition fees is £14,000 each year. They can also choose to apply for a sandwich year course. So in a sandwich year course, the year of internship, that year they don't have to pay a full fees. They just pay around £1,500. That's about it. For all our postgraduate program, most of our courses fees, all the 1 year course fees is £14,000. All the courses in business school, even for 1 year, is £15,000. Any course which is 2 years with industrial practice is £16,000 for the first year, and no fees in the second year. Generally, all our internship or based courses are paid internship, where the students are paid a proper salary in the year 2. So yeah, so that's a kind of a return on investment which they are getting if they go for an industrial practice courses. Keeping in mind there are very limited number of seats for any industrial practice course, so students need to ensure that they have to make up their mind very fast, apply, get their offer, and pay their acceptance deposit at the earliest. Coming to scholarships now. Students holding offer for a 2 year courses cannot apply for scholarship. A reason behind, they have a paid internship as a part of their course. So they're already getting a very good deal.
Right.
Any student who's going for a without internship based course can apply for scholarship. So the scholarship process is that we are not being merit, we are not providing merit based scholarship. So any student with any grade who's getting an offer letter can apply for scholarship. Scholarships will completely depend on how well you answer your questions on your online application form, and the scholarship amount for maximum amount for an undergraduate student can be £3,000, and a maximum amount for a postgraduate student can be £1,500 for the first year. Now, scholarship decision or the scholarship amount is decided by the panel depending on how well you write your answers.
So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for explaining the fee structure and the scholarship aspects for the viewers. I believe the students and the parents really need to know about these things, which we have touched about in terms of the programs, location, or I would say the eligibility criteria. And you have definitely explained quite well about these things, and I hope the viewers who are watching us are able to get answers to many of their queries. If you want to know more about University of Greenwich, you can definitely contact Pyramid eServices. Like I said in the beginning, that we are very happy to get visas recently for the students who applied at the university, and they are soon flying to the university as well. So Prerna ji, moving ahead, there is something which the students are worried about. That's the coronavirus, and how it has impacted the travel situation for the students or
Mhm.
anybody who's traveling from one country to another.
Mhm.
So it would be great if you can tell us, how UK is doing right now, and how University of Greenwich is supporting the students in this tough situation, and also, what are the factors as a student I need to keep in mind while traveling to UK for my education?
Right. So, very good question, especially right now, Mandeep. Again, because when we talk about COVID, it's very important that students are aware about few facts. All right. First thing is, this was a very interesting question which a student has asked me. God forbidden, if you are in UK and you catch hold of COVID, then what? What will happen to you? Right. So the good thing is that so when you are paying immigration health insurance while filing your visa, your COVID affection or any kind of infection you get because of COVID is covered under it. So you do not have to worry that, oh, you get infected by COVID and you have to spend and you are not covered. No, you are covered under the immigration health uh, services charges. It is all covered under your insurance, immigration health insurance. So that's a good and better clarity to have. It's very important for you guys. Another thing is that you all have to be quarantined in UK the moment you land. If you're traveling to UK, quarantine is mandatory. All right, as of now at least. So the 14 days quarantine which you're taking is that can be anywhere depending on the place where you're booking the accommodation. So if you choose to book accommodation with Greenwich, you will be getting for it 14 days quarantine services. If you choose to take a private accommodation, it's your choice. You can take a private accommodation and do a quarantine service there, or else to book a hotel for a quarantine service period depending on how you are doing your booking. All right. Then when we talk about quarantine, now quarantine does not mean that you're literally locked up in UK. All right. So even if you're quarantined in UK, you have the right to actually go out, buy grocery, do stuff, and you can go out to take stuff, but only when it's important. All right. So you should ideally, it's no one is actually having a check on you, but it's very important for your self realization to ensure that you maintain that social distance. And because you have done an international travel, it's important to do a quarantine and say, keep yourself in a distance from other people. Also, when we talk about quarantine, you can still cook your own food or buy food. So there is no, it's not a situation that you're locked up in a room and someone has to come and serve food to you. No, you can still buy your own food. You can still go out. You can still get all your services done. So no problems at all in that. Just ensure that you have your insurance and everything sorted out initially. What is happening that anyone who's traveling may have to complete their online enrollment, but just ensure your enrollment formalities, collection of VRP card, and your classes or orientation details are fulfilled online itself, so that when you arrive in UK you are not in a hustle bustle. And also, it's fine to go ahead, go out to collect your BRP card or approach anyone. It's okay. It's not a very taboo there. There's not a problem.
That's great. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for letting us know about these aspects, that how a student should manage his travel, and how he should manage when he's or she is there in UK for his education and the 14 days quarantine time. Ma'am, there is another query that we get a lot from the students, specifically in this time, that God forbids if there's a situation that the students are unable to travel, or we are confident that the student will be successful on getting a timely visa. But if there's a situation of a refusal, or a situation of student not being able to get the visa result on time, what would be the refund policy or the deferral policy at the university?
Right. So, depending on the situation, so if it's a visa refusal, we look at the refusal reason. unless and until the visa is refused under the section of 420 or under section of 320, where you are doing any kind of fraudulent documentation or misinformation to High Commission. If these are not the aspects, your refund will be processed. But if you are being refused on the ground that you have not disclosed any previous visa refusals, if you have not disclosed or if you have not provided correct documents or any kind of information about your immigration history which was not declared during your visa process, and your visa has been refused on those grounds, there is no refund for those students. However, apart from these conditions, if there is any other reason, you can choose to go ahead with your refund process. The refund process takes around 6 to 7 weeks. Or else, if there is a genuine, let's say if it's a reason of fund shortage, or there is some reason we know that, if you refile the visa, you will get the visa for sure. In those situations, you can choose to defer if you want, or reapply for a cash letter. Just contact your agents requesting to defer the offer letter. Offer can be deferred. There's no issues on that. Or else, depending on the situation, we can issue the cash again if required.
Right, ma'am. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I hope the viewers who are watching us have got a gist of an idea about the query that I raised. And still, if you have any question to ask about the university and the processes that we have discussed, you can contact us anytime that you want to on the number that is shared below, or you can visit us at our Pyramid eServices offices at your nearby, location. And we are following all the norms that are related to social distancing and set by the central and the state government. So we are making sure that these things are taken care of. And one request that we always make is to wear a mask when you are traveling. I always wear a mask. It's just that, I'm in a one-on-one session right now in a closed studio. So that's why I'm not wearing a mask right now. And apart from that, ma'am, it would be great if you can, give any parting advice to the aspirants who are looking forward for education in UK.
Great. I would say do keep your aspiration to study alive. All right. I understand there has been a lot of negativity. There has been a lot of demotivating stuff. I personally know so many students who literally dropped down their plan to studies abroad because of COVID. But I would say UK is one country who is so welcoming. Even with this situation, there are so many students going to UK this September itself. So you can see the kind of parameters which the country is taking, and kind of friendly and welcoming attitude which UK has. I would say it's one of the best destination I've seen, which has opened so fast with so much clarity and so much of welcoming attitude towards our international students. Also with the point-based system, the new point-based system coming in to apply for PR, that proves that how much UK wants more and more international applicants to come to UK. So I would really like to tell you guys, please ensure that I encourage you all to ensure, do not drop your plans to study. Please plan to study abroad, come to UK, make difference. UK is one destination where you can do so many specialization courses, specialize yourself with the right kind of course and get yourself educated with the right kind of degree for your career pathways. Thank you
Right.
so much. I would like to, at the end, just thank Pyramid Service as well for giving an amazing support to University of Greenwich, and they have been supporting students very well. And thank you for organizing this session as well, Amandeep. Thank you.
Right. Right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for the amazing session and the valuable information that you have provided. And I hope the viewers who are watching us have got a great idea about the university. And you can contact us. We are working directly with the university, and we would be happy to help you out in enrolling at the university and live your dream of education in UK. So once again, ma'am, thank you so much for the valuable time and the valuable information given.
Thank you so much, Amandeep. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am. Bye. Take care.
Pyramid, Visa for a better life.